Yo, what's going on? How's it going today, everybody? It's Monday, my first day back from MJ Biscon, and I'm just gonna take it easy a little bit today. I gotta do a little bit of I gotta do a big harvest in this room. Um, that's all coming up. I got the Vcure right here. I want to load that thing right up as much as I can. So I have a few things that I gotta do in here. But yeah, I want to give everyone a quick update before I do chop the room down, which I will do like some kind of scrog school on towards the chop as well, right? Just I'll chop a few plants down, not the whole room because it takes a lot. Like I'll just chop a few of these plants down. Probably these two right here, I might just chop down during like an episode, not during this live or anything. I'm not prepared for it yet. I just got this thing all set up and put it at the boxes, so I want to check it out. I just plugged it in. That's all I did with this so far. Josh, what's up, man? Billy, how's it going? Sandman, what's up, man? How you going? Or how's it going? Okie dokie gaming, what's up? Just want to smoke a bong with you guys. I'm kind of still like I'm not like out of it, but I had a late night last night getting home. Big fucking snowstorm. The whole highway was just covered in ice. It was brutal, man. But we're here, and I'm just excited on how nice these plants are looking, to be honest with you. I wish I had a camera that could walk around and I might walk around with this camera if it doesn't kick out, just show you guys a quick glimpse of a few buds that are in here because it's looking really good, especially this tent right here. I'll just spin this thing around right now. This tent right here has done extremely well. Audio's good. Everything's good. Mic check. What's up, Rob? You trying to knock on my door? That would actually be pretty fucking sweet if you were, man. Okay, so my temp in my garage right now, 75 degrees Fahrenheit. And the humidity is at 45%. All right, let's bring in on a couple of these things if I can get decently up close enough. Yeah, this plant's definitely done for what I want to do with it. I want to make hash, so I don't want to get too much of amber trichomes because I like my hash to like have a little bit of a almost like a color, not quite yellow like that, but like a creamy color. It's just a color like what's the word I'm trying to look for? Like a preference, right? Like I could grow these plants so the trichomes all turn like red or amber, and then make hash. Your hash will just be a little bit darker, and probably more of a couch lock. But this room or this tent, holy shit, it's looking really, really good here. Let's see if I can even get closer. This camera's usually pretty decent. Yeah, the camera doesn't do it justice, but you can tell that they're pretty goddamn frosty. You can just see like the frost kind of on them. This is the black sugar strain from Seedsman. Black sugar. I have another black sugar right over here, and it is amazing. It looks looks really good. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. And I'll show you all. But yeah, overall, this plant did great. I'm really impressed with this light because I never grew with a quantum board for a long time. I'm into the bar style lights now, so I was optimistic about using this light to begin with. But overall, man, this light's done really, really well for me. So I'm just excited for it, right? Excited about it. It has the it's the arrow wing, so it has those fans inside. My pad, my little directional pad here is backwards, so I'm kind of confused. But yeah, so those are little fans that you see in the center. It also tilts down like a wing style. It has a big hair on it. I should get that off there. But yeah, it's been a great light, an excellent light. Audio brain wreck. What's going on, man? Tim, what's up? How's it going, Tim? At what point, Tim's on Facebook, and he says, at what point do you start lowering your humidity? Well, Tim, it's where I live right now in Ontario, it's winter and it's so cold here that the humidity has already dropped. I don't have to lower my humidity in this room. It's at 45% humidity. That's I'll ride that out in flower all day long. I do drop my temperatures to a certain degree, not a lot, not major. I will probably drop down, like, I'm not even going to drop down anymore because I'm chopping this room. Like, I'm going to start tonight and finish probably tomorrow chopping this room down. So I'm not even dropping my temps anymore. Usually I would drop my temps down to around like 73 to like 70 degrees Fahrenheit, maybe even a little bit lower, but not much lower than 70. But I didn't go that low this time. I stayed around 75, and I got some natural fade on quite a few plants here, just being warm, right? Doob crew, what's going on? Cheers. Thanks for jumping in today. Much appreciated. I got 2 tents. Billy, what's up, man? I got 2 weeks on my best scrog to date. Thanks a lot for your help and techniques. Hey, man, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for your comment. Yeah, that goes a long way. Hearing people like acknowledge it and understand that like where they're learning some things from, right? Like I do appreciate people saying like, and I appreciate even more if you show it to me. If you send me like a picture of it, like on Instagram or something in the DMs, I fucking love that, man. Like I love seeing other people's scrogs. It's fucking awesome. Scrog life, baby. Smash a bong here. I got this new like titanium bowl with like a built-in screen. It's actually pretty fucking sick, man. I wish I had this a long time ago. Titanium. I'm not too sure how to clean it really good though. Like soak it in ISO. Does that make sense? I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't know about you guys, but back in the day, I wouldn't clean a screen. We just like, you clean it until you can't, right? And then you find your friends, you go to the washroom at a friend's house or somewhere, and you just like unscrew the tap, like the tap in the sink, and you just take a screen out. That's what I used to do, man. I don't know about you guys. And then like I would unscrew the thing and then take a screen out, and then because there's always like 5 strains in a tap, right? And you screw it back in, you burn the shit out of it with a lighter, burn off all the chemicals off the screen, and then put it back in your bowl. And then they started coming out with like glass bowls. Like glass bowls weren't really a popular thing when I first started smoking. It was all like the stainless steel bowls, right? And then they started coming out with like you just smoke it and the weed just falls right through into the water. And then I guess now we're back to fucking bowls again with built-in screens, which is fucking awesome. Actually, it works really well. What up, Saul? Nice seeing you, man. Fuck, you had some good weed too. Yeah, it was great seeing you every year in Vegas. But you know what, man? I don't think we're going to Vegas next year. I think we're going to Miami to a thing called Terp Basil. So maybe you guys might want to shift gears and think about coming there instead, right? Because we've been going to BizCon. I think you've been going there for like 4 or 3 years straight, like me, right? So like maybe we should like shift it and head on over to like Miami. Okay, let's do this. Oh yeah, not a huge bong. So I don't want to completely wreck myself. All right. Just give me a sec to recover. I got those old lungs. And like, okay, here we go. I just started smoking bongs again, like probably 2 weeks ago. I just started to smoke bongs again. So, and also, when I used to like smoke bongs, I used to mix my weed with tobacco, which sounds gross, but I was a smoker back then. I don't smoke cigarettes now, but I did back then, like heavily. So I would always mix my weed with tobacco. We called it Throft. And I always told myself that it made it smoother. And I think it actually kind of did make it a little bit smoother, but it is what it is. Yeah. Sometimes I look away from the chat and I fucking get completely lost when I come back into it. Trent's got a garden. What's up, brother? How's it going, man? Nice seeing you in here. I appreciate you. I'm going to be washing. I'm going to be washing, man. Washing is like on my list this week. Washing is on my list. Loading this thing's up on the list. Harvesting's on my list. Got to do a scrawl school this week at some point, probably on Thursday night at 9 p.m. I'll do a scrawl school. But the thing is that like I don't want to wait till Thursday to chop this down. Like I want to chop it down now. So I might even do like a sporadic scrawl school, like tonight or tomorrow, just like a random, and just because like I got chopped. I don't want to leave it too long because, like I said, I'm making hash, and I like my hash to be like a certain color. That's just a preference thing for me. It's just what I want. I don't usually let my plants go this long. I usually chop, and my trichomes are just getting kind of cloudy-ish, and then I'll chop. That's when I normally would chop for hash, right? If I'm just, which is good. Like I am putting a lot in this Vcure, so like to smoke, right? So I do want a little bit of amber in that. So I'm happy. I do have amber in all of my plants. There's a little bit of amber in all the plants right now. Before I left for Biscon, it was just everything was like cloudy, maybe like a few little spots of amber on like the sugar leaves, right? But I'm looking at the actual flower, the bud itself, and it was all just cloudy still. Now, when I came back, since I came back, there is amber on the actual buds now, like just a little bit, not a lot. So that's why I want to chop, because if I wait till Thursday, there's going to be a lot more, and then all my hash that I have is just going to be couch lock. Like I'll smoke a fucking dab, then I'll just be like, holy fuck! I'll just be like who knows what? You just get fucked. Like when you make good hash, man, it fucking fucks you up, especially if you like do it when your plants are like extremely ripe and the trichomes are all like busting out with like amber and dark cloudy shit. So like you just gotta, same as smoking it though, like if you chop when it's cloudy, you're gonna get like a nice, more of a chill, mellower buzz, you know. You can like communicate still, and you can like fucking just be yourself. But if you wait too long and it all gets like fucking amber and like extremely cloudy, then you're high on some strains. On most strains, your high is going to be a lot more like that's when like someone will smoke it and they might get anxiety and like that kind of shit, because it's so fucking, you know, it's just so powerful and strong at that point. I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about. James on Facebook wants to know what company I would suggest for good genetics. I'm not in the U.S. and I just worry. Well, I don't really know where you are, man, but like go to Seedsman. You can use that code SCROG, save yourself some money. I've been with Seedsman for like probably 4 years now, and they've only been getting better. They haven't been like getting worse, you know. So like they've been getting better quality stuff on their website. So I'd check over there. Use the code, save some money. Here in Cali, we call that spliff. What, like a joint, Mike? Troy, I have a full canopy. Okay, man, I just chopped a 2-plant 4x8 scrog. Trim drill is real. Yeah, man. 4x8 scrog. That's a big scrog. That's almost pretty much what this is. That's like almost a 4x8 right there. It is a lot of work. But harvesting is always a lot of work. But it's always better to harvest a whole bunch of top colas Let's see if I can get the camera set up for that screen over there. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful plant. I'm going to do like, obviously I'll do like a pre-harvest defoliation. So I'm going to come in here and then right before I harvest, I'm going to take away every fan leaf that I can and just make it easier. So I'll just be like snip, snip, snip. I'm just going to snip off all these fan leaves, off all these buds. It's called my pre-harvest defo. And then normally, like back in the day, I never made a shield. Like I wouldn't do like a shield picture back in like say 10 years ago. I never took a picture. I would just sit here 10 years ago. I would just come in and I would just start cutting each cola like this off my screen. Cut, chim, 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 and put aside. Cut, da, 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 da. And I wouldn't even. That's sometimes how I would do it. Or I would chop all my screen and I would chop branches, branch, 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 and then like I'd hold my branch. I would have a whole bunch of top colas on. And I would just hang that big branch, right? It all depends on how everything worked out. This one, I'd probably like this one. I'm going to chop all the way around my screen, pull all the twine out, chop it at the base, and I'll do the shield picture because it's a big scrog, man. And like nowadays, there's social media. Back when I started growing, like we didn't do social media. Like it wasn't even a thing to think about. Like I struggled getting High Times magazines. It was crazy. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. It's kind of dirty. I'm a little bit dirty in here, but I was gone for a week, so my helper did a really good job. Is all I can say. Because I'm happy to come in and like everything is still here and it's still nice. She's all ready to go. Okay, so this is the Soulfire genetics. We'll zoom in over to the pineapple pucker over here. Actually, let me see. Okay, maybe we can just say here. So once again, like I just said, I'll come in here and do a nice pre-harvest defoliation, take away all those dead fan leaves. I normally would keep up on that. So like myself, I just wasn't here, right? But I'll show you guys. Right before your plants are like ready to harvest, the leaves start to die off naturally. Like it's just a natural thing. Like I could have chopped this plant down for sure before I left, 100%. I could have chopped this plant down, but I wanted to leave it because I didn't want to. I knew my Vcure was coming, and I just didn't want to chop anything down. But this one has a bit more amber than the others. But I would have been like seeing all these dead leaves start to come, and I would have been like defoliating them off, like as I come in and feed my plants and stuff, like look after them in that sense, right? Just here and there, you take off those dead fan leaves as it's growing, or as it's dying, basically. Right now, the plant's dying. And it's just sucking out everything. It's trying to get as sticky as it possibly can to try to collect pollen in the air. And then you got the pineapple pucker, which is also a beautiful plant. Really chunky. Each flower on this thing is just like a little heavyweight. Super dense, super thick. I'll try to zoom in on it. I'll try to get a nice little zoom in. If I can here. Yeah, that's true. A lot of people just leave it and let it naturally just leaves all just shrivel up and die. For sure. Yeah, you can scrog autos these days. Some autos for sure you can. Because like some autos are like pretty stable, right? And and you can actually know like this one's actually gonna like be in veg for a while. It can handle a little bit of stress. All right, so let's just pick a flower here. It's like super zoom. Should back up a bit. See a few little pet hairs in there, which always bugs me. I'm so fucking anal about it, but everyone has them. Especially if you have fucking animals, there's no way to get out of it. And I'm washing, so for the most part. Man, that's nice. That's a nice plant. That is the lung buster. Yeah, that's the lung buster. The big bud shepherd. Hey, from Ontario. Hey, man, I'm from Ontario too. Nice to meet you online. Found the Discord. I posted a few pics of my. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I did. I forgot to tell everybody that we got Discord again. It's the same one. It's called Scroggers. How do I share the link to this? Okay, let's figure it out here. Let's figure it out here. Is that a live link? The Skoka's in here. Man, what's up, Ryan? How's it going, buddy? Oh my God, ice fishing is not quite here yet, Saul, but it's getting very close, man. Maybe not even really that close. Like I went and drove up to the lake, and there's still water everywhere. So like, but it's getting cold, right? So all it takes is like overnight, no wind, -20, and let me check the temperature here real quick, because I'm pretty sure like we're getting some cold nights coming up. I should go live ice fishing more often. I'm just chilling there with everybody. Where are we at here? Yeah. So it's minus right now. It's -11 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but it's -11 degrees Celsius right now. It's not really going to be getting too cold, actually. Shit, we need some cold temps. It's not getting that cold. It's going to be like -5 and shit. That's nothing. That's nothing at all. How long are you in veg? I'm sorry if you asked that already. Thanks for the advice or advance. Thanks in advance. Hey, I don't. No one's asked me that yet, and I don't mind you asking any kind of question that you want to ask. I'll answer anything about Scrog related questions. So, how long am I in veg? So for this run, this whole room, I was in veg for around 42 days. 42 days right from seed. And then I flip the flower and I keep on tucking under the screen to fill up the screens. And I don't top or anything. A lot of people think that like I come in these rooms and like I top all my plants a bunch of times, but I don't really top at all. And if I do top, I only top thick, aggressive plants because their main stock eventually will be too hard to tuck, and it will eventually just break anyway. So those thick plants that are not like just coming up and scrogging real easy and like are super stretchy, you know, those kind of plants. If you have one that's like super thick, real tight node spacing, the side shoots you can actually tuck, but the main stem of the plant you can't tuck because it just gets so thick. You just top that one main stem, and then those other two lower ones will rise up and they're actually workable. So you can actually tuck them around the rest of your screen. That's the only time I will tuck. But some plants, they don't develop a real thick stem. If the plant has decent node spacing, then those plants aren't normally super, super thick, as in you can't keep on tucking. It's only the ones that have super short node space, but which is, a lot of people want that, right? A lot of people want short node spacing. I personally don't really want that until basically flower comes. And then sometimes if you lower your light a little bit, when you flip the flower and you have a high node spacing, if you flip the flower and bring your lights down, you'll actually see your node spacing getting a bit shorter because your plant's not trying to reach the light as aggressively because you just brought the light down. So now the plant kind of thinks like, well, I'm already kind of close to the light, so plants stretch for the light. So if you keep your lights high all the time, the plants are gonna stretch for that, right? But if you keep your light low from the beginning, you can always control your plants because your plants will never just grow over top of the light normally. Like it doesn't really happen kind of like that. I don't know how to explain that. They try to reach the light basically. Okay. I had to Google it. 12.5 Fahrenheit. Is that cold for you guys? Probably not for you, Saul. That's probably not cold for you. Or for Rob. It's probably not cold at all. Been following since 2021. Yoshi, what's up, man? Been following since 2021. Didn't realize it has been that long. Love what you are doing, man, and the growth with what you have been doing is amazing. Hey, you know what? Thank you so much, Yoshi. That's awesome. Yoshi on Facebook. Thanks, brother. Muskoka, are you having a good winter so far, man? Are you all done like with that one job? He's a marine mechanic. He actually winterized my boat for me this year, which is awesome because he's right down the road. So that's a pretty sweet thing, man. See what happens? Like you fucking meet up with people through the internet. Like Ryan was like Scroll School apprentice, man. Like so, like now he's gonna be like probably one of my boat mechanics or my boat mechanic probably all around. So that's pretty awesome. Yeah, Seasman definitely tries to bring like they'll probably even take some suggestions from people. Like they're willing to like try to get good stuff on their site for people. Like that's like their mission, right? That's what they do is they're a bank. So this strain right here that I have, the black sugar, it is really, really nice. Almost tempted to go and like chop down. I am gonna do it because I'm gonna throw it in this thing in a bit, and I have a whole bunch. So I just gotta find the tools. I'm just gonna take a snip off, not off this plant. I'm gonna take a little snip off the bigger plant that I have. Just screens full of bud. And yeah, the buds aren't like massive buds, but like they're fucking thick top colas. And when it all dries, That's when it really matters. When it all dries. You don't buy like I don't want like product as one big nug. Like that would suck, wouldn't it? Get like here's my one big nug. Like I used to hate that, man. And you have to break it all down. I did not I was not really a fan of that. I like an assortment of different size nugs. That's what I like in a bag. Okay, so all right. So this is the black sugar that was from sweet. That was from my screen, not my screen. The plant that's in the back corner that was like falling over a lot. Let's see if we can get up close with it. And do you know what? This plant was only growing right here in between these lights right here and that low light right there. This plant and this one other one was growing in between them, not even fucking directly under a light. Is that not awesome? This plant was not even directly under a light. It was just on the side of the light. I have this same strain in the tent beside me that is probably a little bit more, probably has a bit more trichome production. Maybe I should actually know. They're actually no, maybe not even. I don't even know, but that's pretty damn good, eh? Looking. So it smells nice too. Like I got. This is the part. Like I do love this part. Obviously, everybody does. That's what you do it for. I'm just interested to see what this thing does. So the only thing I did with it so far is turn it on. That's all I've done. So let me just try to see if I can get a better camera angle on the thing. Well, turn it on as in like plug it in. I've only plugged the fucking thing in. Okay. Oh. Okay. All right. So first things first, it says English and a bunch of languages and shit. So that's the AeroPad. Okay. It's my first time ever using it. So like, I probably shouldn't even be doing this. I should just leave it alone so I can make a video of this process right here. That's okay. We got a lot of people watching us. Let's check it out right now because like I am interested. I've never had one of these things before. Well, a lot of us haven't, right? There's only one other kind on the market for cannabis, basically. So this is really interesting. So first, now it's telling me it's all about the date and shit. I don't even know what the date is exactly. I know it's December 8th. Okay, so 2025. Okay, that's pretty easy. It's the 12th month. Press OK. and it goes over to the days, and it's the 8th. And I press OK. Now it asks me the time. What time is it? 1:45. 1. Okay. 45. Okay. PM. Okay. Now it says, I wish I could zoom in on all this shit. It's probably not going to capture. Oh, it actually might. Oh. Okay, well, anyways, now it says on this side, quick cycle, dry cure store for quick cycle, and then craft cycle. And so if you go over one, it's craft cycle, dry cure store. But so the difference between the two is one is 18 days and the other one is 14 days. I'm probably always going to do the, I don't know, probably the craft one. Cure only. 14 days. What does that mean? Craft cycle, cure only. So cure not store, but it says cure and store. Oh, dry. Okay, I see. Wow. So yeah, it dries it too. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So quick cycle, craft cycle, cure it only. So that's like you drying it yourself, I guess, hanging it up somewhere and then putting it in the machine. And then it just cures it only, I guess. And then cold store. So then you can store it. That's pretty badass. How do we open it up? Oh, there we go. Okay, so as you can see, it comes with like, oh, you can't see. So I have it zoomed in. Okay, so it's all just full of foam and stuff inside. Some nice lights in there so you can see everything. I'm not going to get deep into this right now. I'm just giving you guys a quick what it's going to look like when you get yours. So you get all this kind of stuff. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trays. 7 trays. You guys see that? That's pretty cool. So it has like a privacy glass on it. So it also has the light inside. So you just like turn off the light, right? But if you have kids at home, this thing doesn't really smell as long as you keep the door shut. So if you have kids at home, you can just like turn off the light because you don't want that light on all the time. You want to turn off the light, keep it dark in there, and turn on the privacy glass. Bam. And then I guess that locks the door, maybe. No, it's still open. I gotta read and learn and see what that button does because I have no idea right now. Okay, so that button, you have to like hold it down. And then you gotta hold it down to open it. So it'd be nice if it had like a code, you know, like maybe it does. Like maybe I can go in the directions and it'll have a code option where you can like type in like a little pin pad thing. Because like I feel like a little kid or something will figure that out pretty quick, right? Because they're all about buttons and pressing buttons and shit. So overall, it seems pretty damn easy. You just load it up and press whatever option you want to press on here. I'm probably going to be doing the craft cycle 14 days. It has a dry, cure, and a store option. But I might not store it in there because I have like, well, actually I probably will at that point because everything else I'll be washing. I'm going to load this thing up as much as I can. Like 2.5 pounds wet is what it can take. 2.5 pounds wet. So I'm going to load it up with 2.5 pounds of wet flour of like my nice best buds that I have on up here. Each shelf will be a different strain on inside. So I'll have like, we'll have this what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What? No wait. 1, 2. I have 6 plants. So I have a spare shelf. We'll figure it out. Overall, it's pretty nice looking, I'd say. Get yours at Vivo, son. Use that code SCROG. Save some money. It's going to be a pretty sick thing. You can watch me first. Like, I'll show you guys all like what it's going to do, because I'll obviously going to be using it. So I can, I'll just show you guys if it works good or not before you buy it. Unless you want to get it for Christmas, do it up. I know they did a lot of research, because they even asked, like, I even did a whole bunch of calls to help with answer questions for them for this thing. And a lot of us, well, not a lot of us, but a few of us in the community actually helped with a lot of things into this product right here. And I was one of them. I helped with a few designs on this machine right here. That's pretty awesome, you know? So that's the cool thing about Vivoston, is they reached out to us to say, hey, what could make this better? Like, what do you think should be done with this? And then they would kind of tell us all about it. And they were like, holy shit, that's pretty cool. Then we would just say, well, do you have this? Does it do this? Blah, blah. Then they actually took those ideas and they actually applied them to the actual final product, which is really neat. So I'm happy about that. That's pretty cool shit. I spilt my water, which sucks. I like that there's enough space on top of the Vcure for nachos. Yeah, for nachos and dip, for sure, man. I don't know if I'm going to set anything on top of it, though. And I don't think I'm going to keep it in this room, because this room right here is either like really cold or really, really warm. I'll probably keep it in somewhere like my downstairs beside my fish tank. Like, I don't even know, like just somewhere. It's like a nice design. It doesn't look stupid, you know. It looks kind of nice, and like to have like, and if someone wants to see something inside, you just gotta turn on the light. I don't know if you can see it from there. Yeah, you can't really tell that. You can kind of see that light comes on, but it's actually works really well. The light is bright inside without having to open it. Because I'm pretty sure that if you open it up, it's going to make your house smell for a couple minutes. So you don't want to keep it open all the time, obviously. Supposedly it is a sealed machine. Like airtight. It's not going to smell up anything. So like right now I can see inside of it. And then now you can't see inside of it at all just by pressing that button, the glass tints. So I do. This thing is so simple. Wow, to actually use and like all the options. I guess you can't really do anything wrong. If you cycle through these options, just use the up. Oh, there's more stuff too. Wow, there's even more. See, that's why I should read the instructions. Okay, so there's a cold store. That's where you're at already. Then if you keep going, there's an extract cure for extracts. That's crazy. And then there's a do-it-yourself mode, which is nice because I want to set the parameters a little bit, right? Do-it-yourself mode set up in the app. Okay, cool. And then there's another do-it-yourself mode set up in the app. Do-it-yourself mode set up in the app. Okay, so I get it. Like, do-it-yourself mode is like you would go in the app and you probably like set it up in the app, and then it would probably show up on this screen. Like it would show up like extract number 1. And that'd be like a certain thing that I don't do that, but like that's what it does, I imagine. Or you can like set up your own parameters for drying and curing. I hope that would be the case. Because sometimes you just don't want to be at like 60 bang on. You might want to be a little bit warmer, and you might want to like who knows? Like everyone likes to do different things, right? It would suck if it was just stuck at like it's always stuck at 60 until like you put it on the store mode or something, right? So hopefully that is options. I got to read more about it, obviously. That's pretty awesome. Sweet. Smash another bong here real quick, and then probably start making some videos of harvesting a plant here. Chopping one of my strains. Yeah, MJ Biscon, I'm sure you guys heard all about it by now. I just got back from Las Vegas, like if anyone here doesn't know. And it was like not that exciting, everybody. Like I've only been for, this is my 3rd year in a row, which isn't only, I'm grateful for that. That's amazing. Like I'm from Canada, a little small town, you know, so to go there for 3 years straight is awesome. But the actual event itself, the cannabis, the MJ Biscon event, like wow, that was not fun at all this year. They actually had like we're used to going like if you go to a cannabis event, like you'd expect there to be a smoking section, right? I've never been to a cannabis event and there's no smoking section at all. Like they just say like no smoking. That's never happened to me before. So hopefully that doesn't fall. So last year when I went there, the first year I went, the smoking section was like, yeah, cannabis friendly. We went out, we smoked. It wasn't like that hyped or anything. Like it was kind of like, here's a spot for everyone to smoke joints if they want to, or whatever they do. Here's the spot. We have picnic tables and shit like that. The second year I went, they were like promoting a smoking section, like promoting it, being like, this is where it is. Go find here. It's at the back door. Like it was like a promotion. And you go out there, there was like fucking DJs, like 6 big food trucks. There was games that you play all over the place, like a bunch of games, bubble machines. There was like 360 camera guy doing like pictures of you guys like in like a special room doing like 360 shit. Like it was hyped, man. There was like hundreds of people out there at all fucking moments, like and like important, awesome legends, like actually like really cool people, like so it was really neat, man. It was really awesome experience. It was really awesome to see all these people and shit. So and then so this year I thought like I went to Mary Jane Berlin, and it was like absolutely mind-boggling how amazing that was. And I was like, and like I talked with all the boys and we're like, man, I bet you like BizCon's looking at this and they're gonna change it up a bit. Like something's gonna happen. It's gonna be kind of different there. Like it's gonna be an awesome smoking section because last year they promoted it. Like they were like, yeah, like it was awesome. So this year we all thought it was gonna be the same shit. We get there and there's signs. As soon as we walked out, there's like 4 people out there, but there's still a DJ guy fucking mixing up beats. Fucking we're like, what the fuck's going on? Why is there only like 2 people out here? This is kind of weird. Like you think it'd be like, what the fuck? And then we start seeing all these signs: no cannabis consumption, no cannabis consumption. And we're like, holy fuck, what the fuck is this all about? So we just pull out a couple of joints and light them up and start blazing naturally, right? Like what the fuck is this all about? So we just started smoking fucking joints, and the first day we got away with it. Kind of like the first time we went out there, we got away with it. Then we went in and walked around for a while more, and then we came back out and we smoked up a couple more, and then we caught this security guy keep creeping up on us, and then he like busted us. And he's like, you guys gotta put that out right now. It's not his fault. But it just sucks, right? So it just killed the whole vibe of MJ BizCon for like, not for everybody, because a lot of the people there, and I'd say probably like 80% of the people that are even at MJ BizCon are just like, they don't even smoke weed. They're business millionaires that are just like walking around looking for their next investment, or trying to sell their investment, or trying to sell their product, a whole bunch of stuff. Like that's what it's all about. Like there's not much low scale stuff that you see. You see like the Vivo Sun booth, like you'd be like, what the hell? That's kind of cool. Like made for like a home grower scale, right? But you wouldn't see that. You don't see that too often. Like most of it was all just big commercial, like papers, this, that, like yeah. Don't get me wrong. There is cool things that you would see in there, but it's very fucking seldom for how much you got to walk around and look at shit. Like there's most of the shit that you see in there, you don't even know what it is. It's just like, it's just big, huge commercial equipment. There's only like a few big like the packaging room's not the greatest, like for fun wise. The best room is obviously the cultivation room. Like I'd say that's the best room. But there is a lot of things like if you're into like collecting knickknacks and lighters like P and Matt, then like it's good for you in that regard. Like there's tons of cool shit you can collect and like keep for keepsakes and like. But really, man, this MJ Biscon is fucking not that good anymore. Maybe they're gonna change. Like maybe it'll change again. Maybe the laws in the United States right now made them kind of change and start like getting ready to gear towards a different like segment in history of the states. Like who knows what the fuck's happening, man. I'm from Canada, so like I don't really have a worry. Like they're not threatening us with any like bills to pass to like cancel shit here and stuff like that. They're still all about it, and that's only because in Canada our government makes all the money because they run all the dispensaries, just like they run all the liquor stores and stuff like that. Not so much anymore. Now, well, liquor stores they do, but beer stores you can buy like beer and wine at the grocery stores now in Canada, which is crazy. Even like convenience stores sell beer now. Like that's brand new to here. Like that's not how it's been forever. That's fucking kind of different. But to buy liquor, it's ran by the government, and to buy cannabis, it's ran by the government. So they make a lot of coin, man. And as far as I know, in the States right now, all the dispensaries are not run by the government. Like the government doesn't take a cut, right? Like I'm sure they get taxed and all that shit, but it's not like Canada. Like in Canada, like you gotta use. It's just I don't even want to get into it deep, but the laws for cannabis here are actually tighter than you may think. Especially if you want to like get into the legal market and like try to sell a product, like that's a fucking joke. You gotta pay more to get into it than you're probably ever going to profit in the next like 10 years just to get into the market, basically, because it's so used up and abused by the government just trying to collect everything. I wish I knew how to make my chats like bigger. Oh my god. Why didn't that do anything? Why did that make it easier? What about the microphone on the hat? What microphone is that on your hat? That's my DJI. That's my DJI mic. I don't know where to put it. Sometimes I put it on here, but it gets all like the audio just gets disturbed when it's down here. And then when I have it up here, you can hear me good, but sometimes you can hear me like breathing like a deep, like a fucking, like I'm exhausted from running like 12K. What thickness of string do I use to make my scrog screen? I don't use, I use masonry twine. So I should have some like very available to me right around here somewhere. Right here. Every time I sit down. Okay. This is just masonry twine. that I use to like build my screens with. This time I did green. Normally I don't do green. It's the first time doing green. I wanted to do different colors. That one I did, that screen I have green and black. Usually it's just like, I've done a whole bunch of different shit. But I find masonry twine is the best because it has like, it feels like it has like, not like a wax coating, but it has like some kind of like a nice coating so it doesn't like fray. Like no frays come off of it. And you don't get it stuck in your flowers. It slides out real nice when you're harvesting. They're really nice. When was the last time I ran 12K? Never. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. Is the government's going to take control of cannabis in America, and they're going to start selling it, and because they're watching all the other countries. So like, well, Canada's like running it themselves, and this country is kind of like running it themselves, and they're all making money off. Like, as I mean, like the government's running it. So like the states, if they do that, fuck, there's another $1 trillion coming in, right? Did you know we made $37 trillion this year on cannabis? Holy Toledo, Toledo, what's up, man? 420, what's going on? How you doing? John Lindsay, how is it going? Closet grower, what's up? then actual actual floor tiles, because I have tons left over. Floor tiles. Are you talking about on my actual floor? If you are, these are just like those workout tiles. I want to try to replace a bunch of them because they are getting kind of dirty now and they're hard to wash. So like it's kind of stupid, really. Change it all up. Rob just going around taking lighters, not even making eye contact with vendors, had me dead laughing. I don't think that was Pigeons. I don't think Rob did much of that. He might have grabbed a few, but Pigeons and Matt were going at it hard. But the vendors want you to do that. Like they maybe not want you to do it like that, but they don't want to take that shit home, man, because they gotta like send it home, pack it up. You know, they probably just like most of the time when you go, like they're like, take it, please, take everything. Like there's food. Like I took more food than anything. Like I would just walk up to a booth and they'd be like, hey, do you want a cookie or something? Like they have a bunch of nice, awesome cookies, you know. So like I'll have a cookie, or do you want like candy? Because sometimes you like think your breath reeks. You're like, oh my god, my breath probably stinks right now, and I'm talking to 100 people. So like you just go on like a candy mission if you didn't bring gum with you or something, right? Those are just the things that go through your head. So I'm like, holy fuck, where's the candy at? And they go on a candy mission. But during those missions, you find cool shit. Like that's how it works, right? Like they bring you the better shit you have, the more people come to your booth and stand there. And usually the people do like they don't just like grab something and walk away without even talking. Like they actually will say like, "Hey, how's it going?" Like even if you're not interested in the product whatsoever, you still kind of like to say like, "Hey, what's up? Cool, nice product, man. What does it do?" Then you like let them talk to you for a second, and you say, "Neat. Well, have a good day," and you keep on walking. You know. But they're not going to stop you if you just want to grab some shit and get the fuck out of there because their name is on that shit normally. So like you take that shit, their name is on it. So wherever that goes, somebody somewhere is going to read it. Audio brain wreck. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. Yeah, the plants look good this time. I had a good run. Let's see that camera here. That is the pineapple. No, this one's the lung buster, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this one's lung buster. It is a nice plant, but it has to come down. This one has to come down first, ASAP. And well, they all kind of do in my mind. I want to take them all down. Oh, I'm not trimming nothing. This plant's done. I just got home. This is my first time. This is my first like 2 hours spending with these plants in a week. I was gone in Vegas. I had a caretaker looking after them that doesn't even have any business like even helping me because they don't even know what the fuck they're doing. You know what I mean? They just learned real quick like what they got to mix up and nutrient wise, and they just kept them alive for me, man. And I went away for a week, and I came home, and I was like, "Nice, you did a really good job." That's all I gotta say. So I will be definitely washing. Maybe not this plant, or maybe who knows? I don't have a lot of this plant. This was just the one growing in between the lights there that I showed you guys. But I will definitely be harvesting a lot of plants in here. I have to do it. I'm excited to do it. Just gotta get prepared. I gotta buy some gloves. You don't want to harvest without gloves. I gotta go buy a bunch of ice so I can do some washing because I still have some stuff in the freezer that I want to wash. I just want to do a bunch of pressing, washing, pressing, harvesting, changing my room up just a little bit, not too much. I gotta figure. I want to really try to get a flood table in here. That's a really important thing that I really want. Default behavior. How's it going? Do I have any input on putting tents on a cold cement basement with only a few inches of clearance to add things underneath? Do you have any input on putting tents on a cold cement basement with only a few inches of clearance to add things underneath? Well, if you had like a foam pad, like this thick, insulated foam padding of some sort, and put that on the floor first, and then put your tent on that, that'd probably be a little bit of a better idea. That's what I would do. I would just I'd try to like just put something on the concrete, even like a carpet, anything will help. A carpet, a fucking pieces of foam, like just something that would like just insulate that footprint of that tent. And then you're laughing. I think it'd be okay with that if you had like a nice little heater. Yeah, a saucer, a riser, you can use all that, but it'd be nice to get the cold off that floor of the tent. Even a carpet, any kind of cheap carpet, like double it up, put like three pieces of carpet down, and just lay it out on the floor, and just like put the tent on top of that. You'll be so happy to do that. What size is your scrog net? I have a few. This one right here is like right around 4x4. That one in the corner is exactly 4x4. Then I have one in this tent that is like almost like I guess 3x3, just over 3.5 by 3.5. This is a 4x4 tent, but it's not the screen's not as big as the tent. But average 4x4 basically. Yeah, okay, so default behavior. Yeah, the heater works great, but it runs and cycles the heat. Okay, so how like your exhaust fan, is your exhaust fan like just sucking air out of that tent real quick? Or is it like do you have it on its lowest setting? Because sometimes you don't need to have the exhaust fan just kicking because like it will just suck all that fucking heat out that you're putting in there. Do you take a break between runs or go back to back? I normally would take a break, but this time I'm going back to back. because I was sick. I got sick, just like I had like an eye injury thing. I wasn't like sick between my last run, so I took like 2 months off almost. So I got some catching up to do. I got a bunch of product I want to make. I've been buying rosin off like dispensaries when I know that my shit's like way better than that, because I'll go in and I'll be like, fuck, almost like disappointment every time almost. There's a few good ones, but for the most part, like live rosin's not like a huge thing here in Canada. So I'm just gonna make a bunch of my own stuff and then get right back to growing. I do have to do a few things. Like I said, I want to kind of change this room up a little bit. I want to get a big, like a flood table, flood to drain type table. I think that'd be really nice to have. Yeah, that's a nice flower overall though. If I can stop shaking it. Black sugar. That's the black sugar right there from Seedsman. Where did you get your Athena IPM from? You can just I just get it ordered actually from Athena myself. Like Athena actually sends it to me, but you can get it online on stores. Which I don't know if this one goes to Canada, but I do have a code for Athena now, and it is Scrog. I have a thing on Instagram. Instagram, you can go to like my bio on Instagram. It has like all my links for all of my companies that I have codes for to like save you money, and even like my other groups like Scroggers, like the Scroggers Facebook group. That's right here. That's my Scroggers Facebook group. It has links for the Discord. It has links for my other business page that I have, links for my Instagram, links for my YouTube channel, where it also has links for like Method 7 eyewear, so you can keep your eyes safe when you're working in your room, or like that's why I'm wearing glasses, because I'm always like, there's like lights everywhere in here. If I didn't have glasses, it actually would hurt my eyes, right? So, but YouTube seems not to kick me off. They just like shadow ban and age restrict. I've only ever had one strike on my account since I've ever had my account, but I just get age restricted instantly because my name Scrog. Even saying the word Scrog, I'm shadow banned, or it's age restricted because that word is like flagged in the system, which sucks. But so I got to think of a new word, a new word that for Scrog. I don't know what. Let me see here. I tried to find it in Canada. Nothing. Okay. Do you know what, Keith? Do you have like Instagram or anything, man? Because if you have Instagram, send me a message on there. Or Facebook. Actually, you are on Facebook. Send me a message on Facebook, and I'll reach out to somebody for you, and I'll figure out where you can get that stuff, because it's amazing. And like if you want it, I'll figure it out. So just send me a message, a DM on Facebook, and I'll get back to you, man. For sure. Oh, you do? Okay, I will. I'll follow up. Okay, sweet. We're good. What do you think are better, living soil or Athena nutrients? Both are great in their own way. Like, to be honest with you guys, at the end product, I don't see a huge difference. Like I really don't. I don't see like a major difference in the end results. It's just a different growing style, really, and it's just like what you prefer. And I love living soil, and I will go back to it again. But I've always had salt-based nutrients on the side too. Plus, I'm sponsored with salt-based nutrients, right? Athena. So like I'm obviously gonna run it. But I do like it. Like I do like the nutrients. I've always been using salt-based nutrients, and then I switched to living soil. But I always had salt-based nutrients in the background too, just with my living soil beds. But yeah, I just fucking didn't to be honest with you, I didn't do it properly. I didn't put my living soil beds in a water capture container kind of thing, that if there's ever a flood per se, which there was like multiple times, it would capture the water instead of fucking flooding out my whole garage, which happened multiple times. So I had to lift up all these fucking pads and like get the floor all dry. It was bullshit. I had to do it multiple times because the living soil bed, and I don't like bashing companies or anything, but like one of the companies I was using for a product in my living soil bed failed, and it flooded my fucking room twice. And then the other time that flooded my room was my fault because I left my reservoir filling up right there. And then I walked in this room and was like, holy shit. That was bad. So once again, so twice I had to lift up all these things and like dry out this room and just get it all nice again. So that's why I want to go with something different here for sure. So for that being said, that's basically the reason why I took my living soil beds out, because I only had them on a plastic skid, just like on a plastic skid that had holes in it. So like I just thought in my head, well, as long as like they can breathe, I'm never gonna like water it to the point of runoff. That's just what I thought to myself. Like I'm never gonna water my living soil bed to the point of runoff, which I don't, and I never did, unless a fucking something fails. And then you're fucked. And I didn't think of that. I was kind of stupid, not stupid, just I was learning about it all. And now I'm like, okay, so now when I do it, I got to get like a bin, a big tub that the living soil bed, and then on that big tub, I'll put like something in that the living soil bed will sit on, right? I'll put like the big plastic skid right back in that big bin, and then put the living soil bed on, because I still want airflow getting up through the bottom of my living soil bed, which I don't even think you do. Like I don't even know. That's just what I did. And it worked. My living soil beds were awesome. I love them. I had them really nicely dialed in by the end. And I went through like ups and downs. Like I learned so much doing the living soil. I learned about insects. Like I never had to learn about insects before, right? I couldn't pronounce the insects' names that I used, but I fucking learned all about them. I knew what they all did. I just couldn't pronounce their crazy scientific name that they have. It should be like short form names for most of them. But yeah, it was pretty interesting. And then I found the IPM from Athena. They sent me that, and I used that in the living soil, and it was absolutely amazing. It was amazing. I never had any issues with anything. It was fucking crazy, man. I think it even killed my beneficial bugs, to be honest with you. I think that's kind of sad, but I think it might have killed my beneficial bugs. But my cover crops started thriving, and the plants started thriving, and everything was just thriving. I had no sign of any kind of insect. It was really fucking wild, man. It's called IPM in Canada and IPW in the States. I don't know why they have a different name for it. Yeah, that was pretty wild. That's what I want to do right now, like I want to go and fucking wash, because I do have a lot of product right now to wash. Those are my boat batteries right there. I got to take those bitches up there and put them on their charger for the winter. They're heavy, man. But yeah, so, oh my god, that was so amazing. And I got to see him press it all. Like that was fucking sick, man. Not even all. Like fuck, I didn't. Holy shit, not even close to all of it. I got to see him press quite a bit though. That was a cool experience. It really fucking inspired me and got me going to like what I kind of want to start kind of doing a little bit, which is I want to make hash ASAP because it was fun. I haven't done it for a bit. Okay, so it's IPM. I got it backwards. I have a ball of it. Oh yeah, my bad. My bad. It's IPW in Canada. IPW in Canada. It's IPM in the States. Yeah, what the fuck? Why would I say that? Sorry about that. My bad. I knew that. I just gapped out. Shit happens. But it definitely works, guys, and it's basically like a plant wash. Like it washes your plants. They don't like they don't say it's made for like killing stuff, but it actually does wipe out any. It actually they do say it does. They do say it kills stuff. It also kills powdery mildew on contact, and it will cure your plant from powdery mildew, which is a pretty cool thing, man. Some people do get powdery mildew, and it will actually kill it and cure your plant. But you don't want to spray it in like flower during flower. You don't want to spray it on your buds. That's for sure, right? If Scrog is banned, how about Northern Canopy's training school? Northern Canopy's training school. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be nice. If Scrog is banned, how about Northern Canopy Training School? Yeah, do you know what? I can think of something like that. That definitely gets my brain going towards ideas. That's a good one, man. Thank you so much, Conrad. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, G Switch Growing. Yeah, your leaves do become nice and shiny when you spray that stuff. But the plants love it. I never had any deficiency. I just use it now for like preventative maintenance. So like on the bottle, it has like, if you have issues, spray this often and use this much like solution per this much water. So it has all directions for you, but it also is like preventive maintenance. So if you use it right from the beginning, then you're probably not going to have any issues where you have to use it even more. So if you're a living soil grower, I'd probably use it. I would use it, and like you just spray your leaves. You don't spray your soil or your cover. You can spray your cover crop if you have one. I used to always have a cover crop. I loved my cover crop. I almost loved my cover crop more than I loved my fucking plants. Like I would always like do like videos with like starting off with my cover crop. Like it was nice because like I treated my cover crop like a kind of like a golf course. I got it real tall at first, and then I cut it right down, and then I kind of maintained a certain level to it. So all the plants kind of just started growing like at that level. They didn't get much higher. And the ones that got out of control, I just cut them down, right, and just keep my canopy. My under it was my oh fuck, oh my god, now my brain's gapping out. Oh yeah, my cover crop. I'd keep it such a beautiful level, almost like a golf course. It was really nice. Sure, have you ever done Epsom salt foiler spray for extra? No, I have never done that. No. I don't even think I'm going to water my plants today. It's going to be a lot of work, actually. But it's only 6 plants. But like they're just so big. Like each like this tent, I'm looking at it. I'm like, holy fuck! Like I'm gonna bring the camera back over to that tent there. Because like even right there, I'm like, okay, that is a lot. Like that's just like overall, we're just looking at one kind of plant right there. Actually, that is one plant because you can see the bar that separates them on the bottom corner where those dead leaves are. That's like the separation point. That this is one fucking plant, man. It looks really big on camera. I guess it is actually pretty big. I'm just used to it, so like I don't like it's nothing like this is just what I've fucking been doing since I was 16 years old, man. So I always come in here and I'll just do like a pre-harvest defoliation, take off like big fan leaves. Normally I have gloves, but I don't have any right now, so I'm not gonna do too much. But yeah, like that's what I'll do is just come in here and take off all these big ass fan leaves before I even chop the plant. It's just so much easier to do it at this stage than to remove the plant and try to take all the big fan leaves off. Just do it right now when your plant's like just sitting here nice. You're at a good height. This is workable, right? It's called the pre-harvest defoliation. But I'm not going to get too hard into it. Like I said, I don't have my gloves and I'm already fucking getting a little bit sticky from it, and it smells really good actually. Just my fingers alone. It's a beast. All right. Okay. I just gotta bring this thing down a bit. There we go. When I know that I'm going to be going live, I turn off this under canopy light right here because it is extremely damn bright. It's very bright. And when you're working, oh my God, it's like killer. It is killer. But I do like these sidebars that they put in the tents. Because if you notice how they latch on, they actually push the tent out. So all the sides of these tents are here. This is the VivoSun 4x4 Grow Tent Pro. So it actually pushes them out, which is kind of neat. I thought that was kind of cool. Hey man, this is another black sugar, the same flower that I showed you guys up close. This is the same strain right here, except for it's actually growing underneath the light. I have Athena IPM and can ship anywhere. Even to Canada? I'm not 100% sure what the black sugar cross is. You just have to check it out. I should go check it out because it is fucking nice. Just not 100% sure. Like the one that's underneath, like this one's a lot better than this one right here that I'm sitting here smelling. I'm just sitting here holding it, and, like looking at them both. But this one, like that one's a lot more trichome packed because this one, like I said, it was just growing underneath. It's right there, that big tall lengthy plant. I just cut off a nug off it. It's not even underneath a direct light. It's just in the aisleway. Can you mix the stack IPM together and spray, or should I? I heard you can. I don't have the stack, but I actually read a little bit about it, and you can actually mix them together and spray it. I heard you can do that. I'm not 100% sure though, so don't quote me on that. Like, but I have read that people do that, and it's fine. What method do you use to dry all that? Well, I'm going to be trying out this thing right here. This is the new Vcure right here. So I'm going to load this thing right up first. And then I don't usually dry and cure. I make hash for the past like probably 3 years. I've been making hash with like everything. because I kind of got sick of drying and curing and doing all that. Like I was because to be honest, you're right. Like for my 4-plant count limit, I couldn't even fit that in a normal fucking 4x4 tent. Like not even close. I had to dedicate this room. There's a room right here above these lights right here. That's the door to it. There's a room up here, and I used to have to dedicate that whole room to be my drying room. And it kind of sucked, to be honest with you, because like that was like a room that I used, and then it turned into a drying room, so I couldn't really use it. And like, so once I hit my first dab, I was like fucking hooked. I was hooked on hash rosin. Once I smoked my first fucking hit of rosin, like live rosin that someone cooked, not resin, live rosin. The first time I smoked that and felt it and got the flavor, it was a game changer in my head. I was like, what? This is the way, man. And then I started like reading on how to do it, and then I learned how to do it. It's not even really that hard. It's just expensive. It's expensive to get into. The way that I want to do it, like I bought the freeze dryer, and then I want to like get a nice decent washer, but the washer that I do have is like super small, so it's going to take me so long to wash. As it is, it takes forever to wash because I have such a small washer, man. I have a bigger one. I have like one of those big plastic ones, but I don't like that. I'm never going to use a plastic thing like that looks like a washer machine. Like that's not how I'm ever going to wash it. I'm always going to use a stainless steel drum. It's always going to be like that. Because like it's just, I don't know, that's just the way that I do it. Even if my thing's smaller, it is what it is. It's all about how you use it. So it's all about. That's just my next investment, to be honest with you. My next investment is a big machine, like a big washing machine, actually commercial, not like big commercial, just like there's like commercial companies that sell awesome washers, man. And I'm gonna like get one, so I can like basically put this whole plant right here in it. Put that whole fucking plant right in one batch and just wash the shit out of it, and just like boom, or just scoop out like 2 trays full, and then wash the next plant beside it, scoop out like 2 trayfuls, and then wash that plant in the corner, scoop out 2 trayfuls, and then like that's probably all I'll have. At that point, I'll be like, holy shit, my trays are full, and then I'll run my freeze dryer for like 20 something hours, empty it, chop my other plant right here, couple trayfuls, and then I think that's all the plants I have. So like, but I have to like chop a little bit of this plant, then I get like a little bit of a trayful, and then chop a little bit more. Not even chop. I chop the whole plant, and then I freeze it, obviously, right? But I'm saying like, I can't put a whole bag in there. I gotta like put in just a couple handfuls, boom, 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 or else my fucking wheel gets jammed up. All that shit. But you got to start somewhere. Fuck, that's how it all. Like, I'm not complaining. I love it. Like, I'm gonna make hash, and I'm gonna make quality hash. Like, it's awesome. I'm just saying, like, eventually I gotta like upgrade, because like I do grow enough to get on a bigger scale, because it's just hard to make, to like keep on fucking mixing the water, keeping the temperature. It's just a lot of fucking bullshit, right? And you can just do it in one big go. If I just grew one plant, if I had one scrog in this 4x4, I'm laughing. I'm happy with what I have. Get that big washer that was at MJ Biscon. Yeah, I know. I would love to have that thing. Hashtag, yeah, that's a great company. That's exactly what I'm going for. Something like Hashtag. But there's other ones too than Hashtag. But Hashtag's a good one. Right now I'm smoking on some stuff called Space Cake. Doesn't tell me what it was mixed with or anything. It's a government weed. Oh no. That's a lineage. Okay, lineage. Girl Scout cookies and snow lotus. Girl Scout cookies, and snow lotus. I've never heard of snow lotus before, but I have heard of Girl Scout cookies. I worked for this company actually. I worked for this company that actually grew this stuff right here, called Muskoka Growing. It's right in the same town, basically, almost that I live in. I went and worked there for a while on the flower team. It was pretty badass. I probably lost like, I don't know, 50 fucking pounds working there because I was on the flower team, man. So like I was like doing like defoliating sometimes, and I was like fucking harvesting a lot. Like it's fun to harvest like a few plants like this, but then you go to harvest like a fucking like 500 plants, and you're like, holy fuck! Like it's a whole different ball game, and like all their 500 plants are growing through like tons of trellis. Snow lotus is Bodhi. What, green Bodhi? Is Bodhi lemon. How much house rosin do you yield from a normal 4x4 scrog? Well, that all depends on what kind of plant it is. If it's like, if it like what they say dumps, like when you wash, if a lot of trichomes fall off, which they call it dumping. If it's like a dumper plant, then like you can get quite a bit if you grow it like how I do. This is a 4x4 basically. It's a little bit smaller than a 4x4 because you can see the edges of the screen on the floor. You can see it's not right tight to the walls. So I'm just off like a full 4x4 here, but it's still damn pretty big scrog. And if I get a lot off that, quite a bit, because it's all top colas. They're all packed with trichomes real nice. I think it would actually, if this plant dumps good, I'd get a fucking decent load, especially if I could do it all at once. That'd be great. I would love it to do it all at once. That would be where it's at. Yeah. Yeah, that's for sure. But at the same time, the government here in Canada does go to all these operations. It does. They go to all the grow places. They check everything, and they test their flour. They fucking do it all, man. Like they're on it because they know that their name is on it. So like the Canadian government tests everything, and there's so many rules. Like you wouldn't fucking imagine the rules that come involved in like even at a grow facility. I don't know if it's like this in the States, but here, like, you gotta, if you defoliate plants in the grow room, you gotta like weigh them all. You gotta like calculate that, type it all in. Like, you gotta do a whole bunch of like, like just charts to like keep track of everything. Like, I don't even, that's why I wouldn't even want to fucking do it, man. I wouldn't want to do it like that. I just want to be like what I do. I'm happy. When I wash all this stuff, I'm gonna have like enough hash to last me like a long time, and I'll start collecting a whole bunch of different flavors, and I'll make sure that I write the names on every different jar. So like I'll be like, damn, I want to grow that one again. That's a really good one. Then I'll know like, even though I lost the pheno, like who knows? I'll never be able to get the same pheno back, right? Hopefully, who knows? You never know. Talk to Basement Grow Show about hashtag. I know hashtag. They're cool. They're a cool company. I actually know them. Did you ever see their video of them making hash on a frozen lake? Like that was pretty badass, man. And it was on Lake Simcoe, the same lake that I ice fish on. Like it would have been cool if that day I was like cruising by and like, what the hell are those guys doing? That's where I fish. That'd be sick. Oh. Well, why don't you take clones? Honestly, because I just grow from seed every single time I do a run, and then I don't want to look after anything. I just want to get that run done. Just fucking focus on washing, and then on to the next. It's just how I do it. I never find anything that like, I'm like, oh my god, like I want to keep that forever. Like it's never really like that for me. Like I don't know. It's kind of weird in a way. I used to take clones back when like it was hard to get seeds and stuff before legalization came, but now you just grow so much shit and it's so easy to grow from a seed that I just like doing it like that. They see you in the comments. I'm talking to growing at the beach. There's your shout out. Everyone in here is like basically a community, so they're all like in the comments reading each other, hanging out with each other. Like that's what this channel basically is. This channel is like it's just basically a friendly place to come and fucking chill out. Like half the conversation in here, some of you people aren't even here to watch me. You're just here to talk to a friend that you know that's in the chats, like, which is amazing. Like that's what it's kind of like about, right? It's pretty sick like that. I love that part of it. Yeah, a clone scrog will grow different than like a seedling, because a seedling you like transform to like what you want. If you have like a clone from like a clone scrog, they work great. Like I can make it work. Like it is nice, but they do grow a little bit different. They get thicker. They get thick. Like they get like a thick stem on them, really fucking thick, quicker. I find on those compared to like a seedling. So like I can't keep my screens as low with a clone for some reason. I can't because it gets so thick. But with a seedling, I can like manipulate my plants so nice I can keep my screen super low. That's just one of the little things that I found hard about it, but there's easy ways to work around that. That's just little things. If I could get clones, I'd probably do it. Like per se from Seedsman, I could probably do it, but I can make my own clones too, but I just don't need to anymore, like I said. I get so much product from what I'm growing right now that like I don't even really need to like keep on growing for a long time. I just do it to try to teach people how to scrog. So like that's what it used to be all about for me. I would scrog, like I used to just scrog one plant. Like before legalization came, I would just do one plant. I'd do one plant, it would look like that. And I would harvest my one plant. And I would smoke bongs and joints, I felt like, for fucking ever, until the point where I got sick of smoking bongs and joint of this same plant. And then I would trade it to my friends, or I would like whatever, I just get rid of it, right? Whatever way you get rid of it. And then I would start another scrog. And I would just always do one plant. That's just how I rolled. And then legalization came, and then I can grow fucking 4 plants. What? I can grow 4 plants now since legalization came? Like that was a game changer for me. I was already like at one plant, and I was like, I'm way over like what I need for myself for like probably a good 2 months before I gotta start growing again. And I smoke a lot. So like it was just fucking awesome, man. When Canada was like, we're legalizing and you can have 4 now. I just was like, this is the fucking shit. But at the time I was like, I don't even know where I could put 4 plants. Because I only had like always like little crawl spaces or like shitty little tents and stuff like that. That's what I had when I was like in my 20s, right? And then now it's just such a game. It's so weird to like think of how things changed and how paranoid I used to be, and probably lost like many years off my life for growing weed before it was legalized. Like I probably like lost a lot of years off my life, man. Every time I seen a police officer, I would fucking panic every time. And I still to this day, every time I see a cop, I get nervous as fuck because And people that do get nervous as fuck are the people that like have done some fucking shit they probably shouldn't have done in their life, right? That's why you get so nervous when you see a cop normally, because like you've done shit where it's like, fuck, if a cop caught me doing this, I'm gonna be in trouble. So that's why we sometimes get nervous. And the more shady shit you've done in your life, the more nervous you get when you see cop cars and stuff. So like I get kind of nervous when I see a cop car sometimes, and like it's just fucking wild that I can grow 4 plants, because I wouldn't even. I need a fucking garage for my style to grow 4 plants, like, or a really big tent. Like I would need like a 12, like, to scrog the way that I do. Like I don't have to scrog. I could fit like a lot more plants in here. Yeah, I could like fit a whole bunch of plants in here, veg shorter, flip the flower, fill the room, get her done, fucking harvest and go. But I just scrog, and I like to scrog, and it is a passion. So why not keep doing it? 18 plant count here in Missouri. No fucking way. Are you fucking serious, man? I feel you live in a mini cabin less than 400 square feet. Where's that? Where the fuck were we? Wait, right here. Is that a joke? Or is that real? Is that real talk? 18 plant count. Imagine fucking that. No one needs that. That's just like, wow, what? That's intense, man. Wow, that's really crazy, man. We are allowed 6 per person per household, 12 total, cap 2 adults. What? Holy man, you guys are lucky. Not really lucky. Like, I wouldn't even grow that much if I could. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I have to buy like a special license so I can grow more than my limit. Like, my limit's 4, but like, I like to grow like, say, like 6. Like, I have 6 in here right now. So sometimes I had 8, but I had to buy this license that's like only $100 for a year, and I get to grow like 34 plants. But I gotta like buy a thing, and I have a medical issue, and blah blah blah. Like it's kind of like a joke thing that everybody has in Canada. It's called like, they're like, I'm a, oh, what do we call ourselves? I forget. It's just a fucking joke, really. It's a money grab. Fuck, I forget what we call it. I'm gonna look it up real quick. Because almost everyone in Canada that grows weed has it. Oh yeah, it's a ACMPR. You get an ACMPR license, so you pay some money to the government, or not even the government. I don't even know who I paid the money to. I thought it was a scam, to be honest with you guys, but I know people that did it. So I was like, okay, so I'll try it out. And I had to call from a doctor, and he's like, hey, why do you use cannabis? I'm like, oh, it makes me fall asleep, and I eat better when I smoke cannabis, and blah blah blah. And he's like, okay, that's good. And then and then I just got to like, then they did all the work. You just pay like $125, or if you want for like, say, like 30 plants, you pay like $100 something dollars, and if you want like 150 plants, you pay like $150, and if you want like 400 plants, you pay like $300. And I think it was like you get up to like 600 plants, and I'm thinking like, what the fuck? People can just pay like $300. They can have a license to grow 300 plants, and like, yep. Like, that's pretty crazy, man. Like, how the fuck? What kind of issues is that guy having? That health wise, that he needs 400 plants limit. Like, what the fuck? Like that, what? Like, that's just asking. I could do it right now. I could go right now online and get that license, and be legally allowed to grow 400 plants. They'd watch me and think what I'm going to do with them all. Maybe, I don't know. Like, are they going to watch me and see like, what's he going to do with those 400 plants? And like, and then if they catch me, I'm like, I have a license. Like, I'm like, oh, okay. Unless I don't have a license to sell it, but I have a license to have it, and I guess like consume it. But fuck, how am I going to consume 400 plants, man? Look it up. You guys are probably all from the States, but if you want to look it up, it's called the ACMPR license in Canada. Let's just see if I can find it here. I already forget what it was. Yeah, okay. Okay. Okay, so this is how easy it is. I just want to see async. Okay. You guys see this? Can you guys read that okay? Let me know in the chat. Because isn't that fucking crazy? Look at the bottom one. If you consume 96 grams per day, you're allowed to have 463 plants indoor or 181 plants outdoor if you smoked that much. If you smoke 10 grams a day, you can have 49 plants. That's the one that I have. I smoke 10 grams a day, so I can have 50 fucking plants. I can have 50 indoor plants in my fucking house if I want to, because I smoke 10 grams of weed per day. Or I could have 20 outdoor plants, because they know that outdoor plants get bigger, but they don't know that I do what I do. So I could have fucking 20 of these things in like a huge, like I have a property somewhere with like 20 fucking scrog or 50 scrog plants indoors somewhere. That'd be fucking wild, man. That would be wild. Storage limit, where there's no longer limits on how much you can store at home. Wow, see, I can store as much as I want at home. Public possession limits are lesser than 30-day supply or 150 grams of dried cannabis. So you can have on you 150 grams walking around like in public. My battery's gonna die on my camera, so we're gonna cut it out here pretty soon, boys and girls. That's pretty interesting though, eh? Is that not fucking crazy? Twitch comments. Awesome. Fucking Twitch is sick. I need to start like just streaming on Twitch like everyone else is doing, or I'm gonna like fall way behind on Twitch. You'd have to have a water truck. Yeah, and you know what? I would to have 50 of those frog plants in one big room. That would be a sight to see. That would be so beautiful. I would love to do that. Like that would be really, really nice. Imagine the pictures you can get if you can keep it. Look at that. That's two plants right there. It almost looks like one, but there's two mixed in there. Right behind me right here. But you can just look at the canopy on it. The canopy is straight all the way to the back wall. And you can tell by the Vivo sun, like it's as level as the fucking Vivo sun sign. I've never really noticed that before, but like the fucking canopy is as level as that Vivo fucking sun. That's pretty fucked up. That is kind of like it's probably because I have OCD or something stupid, right? I'm sure that's why I do it like this. It must be. Hi, Troy. Hello. Hi, Troy and the growers. The Vcure is very good, but what do you think about Cure Puck? I don't know. I've never used a Cure Puck before. Not yet, anyways. Never tried it. Hey, chat. Troy, catch you Thursday. See you, Switch. Thanks, man. All right, guys. Yeah, my camera's gonna die any minute. I just gapped out again and forgot. But yeah, we're gonna cut this out too. So thank you all for jumping in. I appreciate it. Scroll School. I'm gonna try to run one. Like it might be spontaneous, maybe tomorrow night, Wednesday night. But I'll let you guys all know. Look for my stories on like Instagram or stuff like that. I gotta chop all my plants down now, and that's pretty much what stage I'm at. So. And then we'll be doing some washing videos. I don't know if I'm going to do these videos all live. I might like do them and then edit them and just make them like a bit nicer and like so I can like, explain things a little bit better and have better camera instead of like moving my camera around 500 times. Like, so I don't know what I'm going to do. I might do live edited. Who knows? We'll see. But that's what stage we're at. So thanks, everyone. I appreciate you all. Have a great day. Take care and keep on tucking.